Two artists from the same digital era compete for attention in a transforming music scene, yet they inhabit entirely different realms through their influences. Drake is a constant figure in every algorithm, headline, and playlist, while Kendrick Lamar is a more enigmatic presence, surfacing only when the narrative demands significance. They are not adversaries. Instead, they are two influential figures in hip-hop, each uniquely captivating in their own right. Their contrasting strategies, influences, and purposes shape the essence of power in modern rap. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. The parallel progression of their careers aligns with hip-hop's transition from physical formats to digital platforms. Mixtapes evolved into apps and streaming services, and fame became less dependent on television appearances or record label backing. Both Drake and Kendrick emerged during the blog era, but their responses to this trend were markedly different. Drake flooded the internet with emotion, style, romance, and relatability, while Kendrick contributed profound lyrics and spiritual depth, appearing only at crucial moments. This period produced two distinct icons, one symbolizing abundance, the other restraint. For Drake, visibility is a valuable asset. He leveraged catchy hooks, introspective themes, collaborations, and media cycles. With each release, from So Far Gone to Take Care to Views, he introduced new themes, sleepless nights, celebrity relationships, personal regrets. He crafted a personal brand characterized by college jerseys, sweater vests, and champagne imagery, merging persona with intimacy. Hits like Marvin's Room, Hotline Bling, and God's Plan were accompanied by a flurry of headlines, relationship rumors, family stories, and even OVO merchandise. Drake's power stems from his accessibility. He invites listeners into his curated world, making them feel understood and acknowledged. In contrast, Kendrick's influence is rooted in strength, mystery, and absence. He may not always be in the limelight, but when he does make an appearance, the impact is significant. Albums like Section .80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and Mr. Morale hit like cultural earthquakes. He doesn't saturate the media. Instead, he embraces silence, allowing anticipation to grow. He is patient, using his absence to create a sense of longing, and poignant lines like, I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence, resonate deeply because they come at the right time. Kendrick's power lies in his ability to vanish until the moment calls for his return. This comparison emphasizes their differing backgrounds. Drake was brought up in Toronto's Forest Hill by a single mother, which led to a feeling of separation from Black culture. He skillfully combines R&B, pop, and rap to create emotionally impactful pop rap music. In contrast, Kendrick was raised in Compton, where he faced hardships, systemic issues, cycles of violence, and artistic influences. His music is rooted in personal experiences, giving him a strong sense of authenticity and depth. While Drake's viewpoint seems diasporic and observational, Kendrick's is deeply connected to his heritage. Their methods of distraction also vary greatly. Drake thrives in chaos, leveraging Instagram, live streams, OVO fashion shows, guest features, and his roles in film and basketball. He is everywhere, constantly creating and appearing on multiple platforms, often overwhelming audiences as a tactic. Conversely, Kendrick prefers to withdraw. He rarely gives solo interviews, keeps his promotional activities low-key, and releases albums with little fanfare. He gains influence by engaging with culture instead of following social media trends. Take Drake's promotion for Certified Lover Boy. He used billboards in cities like Lagos, Chicago, and Memphis, moving through these areas like a commercial force disrupting everyday life. He revealed collaborations early, hinted at fashion partnerships, and encouraged leaks, manipulating algorithms to draw attention. He built anticipation for the release, resulting in a significant streaming response. In contrast, Kendrick's promotion for Mr. Morale did not include billboards, pre-release tours, or notable singles in advance. Although The Heart Part 5 was released, the album's success relied more on its reputation for depth than on playlist placements. Their journeys illustrate a larger tension regarding how power is established in hip-hop today. Is influence gained by being constantly visible, engaging with social trends, chart cycles, and brand identities? Or is power developed through silence, valuing refinement over saturation and substance over visibility? Drake's era has changed the metrics, emphasizing playlists, TikTok dance challenges, brand collaborations, and social media virality. Meanwhile, Kendrick's era still appreciates literary works, opinion pieces, and the possibility of Pulitzer Prizes. One is always hustling to appeal to a broad audience, while the other creates a magnetic pull through his words, albums, and anonymity until he makes a significant impact. As listeners, we are attracted to both styles for different reasons. Drake provides connection, while Kendrick encourages introspection. This self-reflection, however, comes with its drawbacks. Fans eagerly awaiting Kendrick's return after extended breaks often describe a cultural hiatus, feeling the impact of his absence before a new album drops. In contrast, Drake's approach seems more lenient. Listeners enjoy a song, download the catchy bits, and swiftly transition to the next trend, finding satisfaction in the immediacy of it all. Kendrick, on the other hand, offers little instant gratification until he releases his work, and when he finally does, those who may have overlooked him often realize they missed something significant. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar have profoundly shaped a generation, albeit in different ways. Drake has altered the landscape of rap by incorporating themes of vulnerability, intimacy, and pop influences, alongside innovative playlist strategies. Conversely, Kendrick has redefined rap through his exploration of concepts, sound, cultural accountability, and spiritual challenges. Drake introduces a sense of romantic uncertainty into rap, presenting himself as a self-aware artist who openly shares his feelings. In contrast, Kendrick provides a spiritual viewpoint, acting as a prophetic figure in search of clarity while confronting survival challenges. Drake's influence is evident in nearly every major pop rap artist today, while Kendrick's impact is reflected in socially conscious lyrics, ambitious conceptual albums, and artists striving to convey deeper messages beyond materialism. Their differences stem not from their methods, but from their intentions. Additionally, their influence is further complicated. Drake's mainstream success is enhanced by his business acumen. He has transformed rap touring through award shows, launched the OVO fashion brand, and created his own audio platform. He thrives on constant engagement. In contrast, Kendrick crafts his narrative through legacy projects, essays, curated visual albums, and profound cultural critiques, generating demand through scarcity. His words carry more weight than any merchandise. Despite Drake's prominence, Kendrick's quieter presence allows for greater depth. When Kendrick announces new work, critics pay attention, scholars analyze, social theorists dissect, and fans revisit his earlier tracks for context, encouraging a collective exploration. Drake's releases spark social media discussions, while Kendrick's inspires societal reflection. Their vulnerabilities also differ. Drake openly navigates issues related to celebrity relationships, personal identity, business rumors, and chart positions. Kendrick's struggles are more introspective, focusing on community, conscience, and historical context. Drake shares his emotional responses through tweets, while Kendrick addresses moral responsibilities in his lyrics. Drake expresses his loneliness, while Kendrick reflects the challenges faced by his community. Drake's sorrow is melodic, whereas Kendrick's pain is systemic. Both artists have achieved a near-mythical status, each representing different interpretations of success and influencing the trajectory of hip-hop as it approaches 2025. Drake finishes his songs with a dramatic touch, skillfully combining vulnerability and confidence, while Kendrick concludes his albums with a sense of closure, leaving listeners with striking imagery or deep reflections. Drake aligns with the demands of streaming, whereas Kendrick pushes back against them. Drake embodies the grand narrative of pop rap, while Kendrick represents a living legend through his lyrics. As the streaming world evolves with AI-generated playlists and curated audio experiences, Drake stands out as a master at capturing attention, while Kendrick acts as a wise voice offering insights when they are most needed. One artist saturates the media landscape, while the other retreats, creating a sense of yearning for his return. However, questions remain. If Drake were to retire or take a break, would audiences forget him? Would his emotional resonance fade? On the other hand, if Kendrick were to go quiet again, would there be concern about new voices stepping in to fill the gap before his comeback? it's improbable that either will disappear anytime soon. Their impact goes beyond music. It includes their distinct approaches to power. Drake exemplifies visibility as strength, while Kendrick represents intentionality as a form of influence. We naturally emulate one and hold the other in high regard. This duality encapsulates the essence of hip-hop's power today. So, how do we assess which version of hip-hop power is more significant? The answer, though intricate, is both. Drake and Kendrick are not rivals. They complement one another, each occupying their own niche within the culture. Drake symbolizes everyday presence, while Kendrick signifies monumental moments. One fuels the algorithm, while the other nurtures the soul. Together, Drake and Kendrick represent two foundational aspects of hip-hop power: popularity and depth, visibility and authenticity, volume and voice. They coexist because we crave both immediate connection and profound meaning. Drake has made a name for himself through his visibility, while Kendrick has emerged as a spiritual force through his absence. Together, they highlight the paradox of contemporary greatness. They are distinct figures who have both influenced the same cultural landscape. Ultimately, their legacies will be judged not by album sales or streaming figures, but by their impact on the emotional landscape of their era. Drake has made rap accessible, while Kendrick has given it authority. Drake fosters intimacy, while Kendrick underscores the value of stepping back from fame. Both are significant and essential figures in their own right. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.